Nigerian Television Authority (UYO) to partner National Directorate of Employment for optimal performances. University of Uyo to hold 104th inaugural lecture on real estate investment decision. Plus, Team Nigeria aims high as Paralympic Games begin in Paris. Hello, welcome to our news. My name is Utube Achibong. Do remember that this broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times channel 103 and our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. The news in details. The National Directorate of Employment (NDE) and the Nigerian Television Authority are synergizing for optimal performances. This was during a visit of the new coordinator of NDE, Akwa Ibom State, Mrs. Udwa Esen, to the premises of NTUYO, where she was received by the General Manager of the station, Mrs. Alice Ugbe. The report. The National Directorate of Employment (NDE) for over 3 decades of its existence has continued to cater for the employment needs of Nigerians, especially through training in different skills. However, in Akwa Ibom State, there seems to have been little from the Directorate until the appointment of Mrs. Udwa Esen, the new state coordinator.
The core mandate is jobs for all. We train people on marketable skills. When I mean all, it's all. In all levels, even if it's SSCE, university graduates, we train all. Matured people, retirees.
For the General Manager NTUYO, Mrs. Alice Ugbe, the visit will not just fuel the two sister organizations' working relationship, but will help to publicize the activities of NDA, even as she promises synergy with the organization.
I'm here to support you, whatever you're going to be doing, your care of duty as the state coordinator of NDE Akwa Ibom State. We must support each other to let our state grow. Akwa Ibom State, we are here, we are federal workers working for Akwa Ibom State, and we can never take the things out, but the things will remain here. And our footprints will always be imprinted in sands of time. NTA is ready to partner and synergize with NDE. We have to let your activities be known and seen.
Vocational and Skills Development Program, Rural Development Promotion Program, Small Scale Enterprise Development Program, among others, are some of the activities of NDE, hence the need for NTA to propagate and let the people have full grasp of the Directorate's activities in Uyo. In the Vice Chancellor, University of Uyo, Professor Nyaudon Dayo, wishes to invite the university community and the public to the 104th inaugural lecture of the institution. A statement by the registrar, Mrs. Blossom Okorie, indicates that a renowned professor of real estate development appraisal, Professor Francis Udodo of the Department of Estate Management, Faculty of Environmental Studies, will deliver the lecture titled Real Estate Investment Decision, the Appraised Pedagogy. The inaugural lecture is scheduled to hold on Thursday, August 29, 2024 by 3 p.m. at the 1,000-seat Ted Fund Auditorium, main campus along Waniba, Ulu. We pause here for a commercial. More stories will come your way after that. Don't go away.
One passenger, big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o. Make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Make you dey sure. If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
overall best performance and quality education, Fortune Schools is a school to be. We offer standard and excellent services for your child's intellectual development with a serene learning environment and qualified teachers trained to raise and mold your child in great impact in a competitive world. We have well-equipped laboratories, standard playground, ICT unit, computer lab, library, music studio, and well-ventilated classrooms for effective learning of your treasured child. Fortune Schools is a day and boarding school with fantastic facilities and bus services for the comfort of your child. Visit us today at number 16 Odosoro Street off Atiku Abubakar Way, Uyo. For more inquiries, call 0706 593 8384 or 0703 576 6904. Fortune Schools, excellence through hard work.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badge Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Released by the Akwa Ibom State Independent Electoral Commission, local government councils in the state will have elected chairmen take oath of office on December 7. This implies that the state must have operated a transition committee system at the local government level for 1 year. Why such a delay before next elections at the local government areas? Clement Barikwi seeks answers to this and more in this report.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
The last local government elections were conducted in Akwa Ibom State in 2020. Following the expiration of tenure of these elected officers at the local government councils, the Akwa Ibom State government set up transition committees in the 31 local government councils in December 2023 and extended their tenure by another 6 months in June 2024. This is not the first time this is happening in the state, as there were times in the past when transition committees run the affairs of local government councils for almost 2 years.
So you cannot just say tomorrow is election and you start election. That is why we have given that period of time.
And we know that at the end of 2 years, the third year, we should be preparing for election. And at the end, the third year would come and there is no election, and we say we need time for preparation. So all that I see is an aberration of democracy.
Allowing the state to conduct local government election means politicization of the structures and institutions of government. Because the umpires already know those who will not succeed them.
They're very unfortunate. Most of them use that period to siphon government funds.
What then will become of the allocations to the local government areas during this period, going by the recent Supreme Court judgment?
The state will get it right because there's a window, timeline for that, and they are going to beat it.
Some public affairs analysts believe having prepared for local government elections even before the abolition of allocation to local government without elected leaders by the Supreme Court, the state is on the right track and will not be caught napping by the apex court's ruling. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the recent Supreme Court judgment on local government autonomy, thereby abolishing the joint account with the state government, has made several states to conduct local government elections, while others have scheduled dates for the polls. In Cross River State, heads of local government administration are the ones at the helm of affairs at that level, with no date in sight for the conduct of the elections. In this report, correspondent Paul Abel takes a look at the delay in conducting the local government elections and the implications of implementing the federal government allocations to the local government councils. The report.
State Governor Senator Bassey Otu was one of the first to commend the outcome of the Supreme Court judgment on local government autonomy, with the condition that those local governments without democratically elected chairmen would not benefit from the federal government allocations. In Cross River State, the Cross River State Independent Electoral Commission, CROSIEC, which has been inactive for some years, was dissolved and a new chairman and members appointed, confirmed and inaugurated barely 1 week ago, with no date scheduled for the local government elections to hold in the state. Barrister James Ibor is a human rights lawyer. He tells us more on the likely implications in the disbursement of federal allocations to states with no democratically elected chairman in place.
The government has no right to spend any money belonging to the local government. And if the Federal Ministry of Finance releases any money to the state government meant for local government administration, which should be managed by a democratically elected local government, and the money is released, they will be complicit and the law will come after them. So the federal government is stopped from disbursing monies to the local government. That itself will compel the Independent Electoral Commission to conduct local government elections.
His Excellency Senator Prince Bassey Otu, in line with the People's First agenda and all that, had actually inaugurated this CROSIEC, and that was sometime last week. For me, I think a timetable from that CROSIEC would come out soon.
There are always teething problems to take off. That's what we're trying to surmount right now. We want to fix things in order so that we can actually take off very well.
For the new CROSIEC chairman and members who are just trying to find their feet after being inaugurated, what are the measures being put in place for effective implementation of the Supreme Court judgment, and when precisely will the local government elections hold in the state?
I may not be able to say exactly. That's why I say as soon as possible, because it is predicated on when the assembly will be through with their amendments. And we cannot operate this office without the law. So as soon as they are through with the law, amending the laws of CROSIEC, as soon as they are done with it.
So I want to use this opportunity to advise our amiable governor, Prince Bassey Otu, who has set out to transform the fortunes by ensuring that local government elections, that he should not be the one frustrating it. He should rather be prepared to facilitate the process.
For CROSIEC, the only umpire constitutionally saddled with the responsibility of conducting local government elections and the role to be played by the state government, the clock is ticking to ensuring that elections are conducted within stipulated time to drive home the much needed development at the first year of government at the grassroots. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
Do stay tuned as the news continues shortly after this time out.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this guy cough na serious matter. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big auntie, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. e fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o, make you dey sure, because who no go no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am o, make you dey sure.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better informate. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people them.
The body is made up of 60% of water. Mela table water provides good quality drinking water the body needs and is uniquely satisfying. Mela table water is produced in package by Amela Enterprises, Plot 80, Dam Industrial Area, Itu, Akwa Ibom State. It comes in sachet, 35, 50, 75 cl table water and dispensing jar. For inquiry and booking, call 0704 576 6325. Mela table water, naturally sourced and consumer friendly.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afaga Fort, over Back Road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class Blue Sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afaga Fort, over Back Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
You're still watching NTOU News, and now to the rest of our stories. The Nigerian Army is reaffirming its commitment to professionalism in the pursuit of its constitutional mandate to ensure the security of the nation. This was the thrust of the 2024 Chief of Army Staff Combined 2nd and 3rd Quarters Conference holding in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Evelyn Badu Eko has details.
The convergence of principal officers of the Army, formations, corps, and tri-services institutions is part of efforts to review and re-strategize emerging security challenges for optimal security.
The Nigerian Army will not allow itself to be used to undemocratically sell some interests to power as a service that received the most image bashing as a fallout of previous military interventions in Nigeria. The Nigerian Army is now poised to losing the new prestige it has painstakingly built in the past 25 years.
The Nigerian Army recognizes the safety of citizens while condemning the recent nationwide protests and oil theft in the South-South region. A review of the Nigerian Army's agricultural policy for a boost to support government's policy to resolve food crisis formed part of deliberations.
The recent protests in the country, which were primarily driven by discontent over economic issues and government policies, resulted in significant unrest and, in some cases, violence. This situation reminded us that as an armed force, we must not only focus on physical security and defense of the nation, but our food and social security issues can snowball into physical security challenges.
Security is a key requirement for national development, and history has shown that one institution that plays and continues to play a key role in achieving the much needed security is the Nigerian Army.
Welfare for officers and men of the Nigerian Army, the Chief of Army Staff affirms, is of priority as claims for widows of fallen heroes and maimed soldiers were symbolically presented with checks. The conference is expected to make projections for critical security issues in the fourth quarter. Evelyn Badu Ekpu, NTA News.
And on sports, Team Nigeria aims high as Paralympic Games begins. Details of these and more with Austin Edemodu.
All is now set for the opening ceremony of the Paralympic Games in France. There will be around 4,400 athletes and record 184 delegations. The opening ceremony marks the beginning of 11 days of competition with 549 events across 22 parasports.
Oh, it flies up. How strong was that? 3 white lights. Well, there's the smile from Paul Kende, thoroughly deserved.
Meanwhile, all eyes will be on Nigeria's Paralympic contingents in Paris as they hope to redeem the country's image after the disappointing outing of Team Nigeria at the just concluded 2024 Paris Olympic Games.
As a ministry, we're full of hope. We actually believe that yes, they can as well represent Nigeria and be a worthy representative.
Team Nigeria contingents to the Paralympic Games comprises 24 athletes participating in 4 parasports events, which include athletics, badminton, powerlifting, and table tennis.
Talking about an increase in the prices of the medals, 15,000 for a gold medal, 10,000 for silver, and 5,000 for bronze. That's a good motivation.
At the 2020 Paralympic Games in Tokyo, Japan, Team Nigeria won 10 medals. Since its debut in Barcelona 1992 Paralympic Games, Team Nigeria has so far amassed 80 medals, including 40 gold, 19 silver, 21 bronze, ranking 37th in the world. Away from Paralympic Games, the newly appointed Super Eagles manager Bruno Labbadia has unveiled 23-man squad ahead of the double-header clashes against Benin Republic and Rwanda in the 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Captain Truce Ekong, Ola Aina, Victor Osimhen, Olise Nda and Taiwo Awoniyi returned to the team, while goalkeeper Amos Omorege is the only new invitee. The Super Eagles will face the Cheetahs of Benin Republic at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium, Uyo, on 7th September. The Eagles will tackle the Amofbi of Rwanda on September 10th in Kigali. With Sports Update, I'm Austin Edemodu, NTA News.
That sports report concludes the English segment of our bulletin tonight. Up next is a news translation with Abasan Yang Ekbenyon. From me, it's good night.
Ufowotom Nigerian Television Authority Uyo Ediana Yu Fowotmekoto National Directorate of Employment Enamutom Ufongwenta Ifyaguyo Eyen Yukbempo Oyogi Kie Kedienang Ngambi Ikpad Ake Nigeria Enye Idorian Kemimo Iyaikan Kembo Baikoto Paralympic Kwa ibo mi komo Ninsi Kamine Yim Kibibion Kirebasenya Ikbeyong Yaikombongen Oyo Ufogotume Segempo Ebanga Ayidan Bono Enam Mutomo Concern Kutom Ediana Yu Fogotum Nigerian Television Authority Uyo Enamutum eke na medion mi ke ini ufada iwood ufogutum NDE ke kwa ibom maudwa esien akesanga kedi ufogutum NTA Jacob mbokomi fon
Ufogutum to National Directorate of Employment EBBO NDE eboke kpene mo ekeba nkokutum mo ro edikan boke enam mewe ni mentionsio ufogutum ke idaremi adoku gang stedemi akebante ngosisi kaiso kufogutum mi isi nekeki woito ado se amadi make ufa akamandu tumutum ke ufogutum maudwa gesin anyeboke imoimi bengidem edikan boku bonowo eni fionge bangasisi kaiso ke ufogutum kiboro ansido ekamba adai worutum ke ufogutum NTU malis ugbe ama boke ufogutum ibami edidiana ke adeti mpo ke ya mana anwam mimo ibenne mensunso adunam so ufogutum ndi emi eni ewot afre rimbot emani dion mensunso utum mo ni gedinam ena medion oke edikpe bubogutum edi mana nwam mentongtok mbubege ngoro mensunso mpomfin ado atakpan po ufogutum ndi emi eni gedinam amiena mammo yemi belede meto ufogutum enti uyo bato ufogutum enti eda pemensunso dunamo ewore kondo mikuyo tebe achibon akombok enti
Ekambe tubom ufongwen taifyok uyo ete taifyok yaudo ndayo asunu uyo okod ufongwen taifyok nkoro ye frowo yake Kennedy wanakukpe mkpo oyogo ike kedinang ufongwen taifyok uyo kengwed amemma blosomokore akesan nubok ena medion kengwonda wo ado taifyok kenkang ekoto real estate development appraisal ete Francis udo ake ubed ukpe mkpo estate management asineke kidak environmental studies abido ansibidru song ke mbogomi ado mbogomi ayiri tie ke Thursday usenefyong edapyu socket ofyong August iswami nkanika ita uwemeyo kitie edion kente 1000 seater TED form auditorium ko song ngwangiba uyo Kwaibom dembongen atriro kembube yomi sosong kem pangutong asere